Good morning, good life. Welcome back to AmyTV, where we come together to help you go after the life that you want. The very first thing I do every single day to make sure that I am approaching the world fresh face forward is take care of my skin. I see and hear about all kinds of missteps when it comes to caring for your skin, and I feel it is my duty to tell you exactly why you need to avoid these mistakes. And that's what this video is all about. Just so we're clear, looks are not the focus here. Having quality, cared for skin is all about you and how you feel about yourself when you are walking out into the world and getting ready to go after the life that you want. So when I share these skincare mistakes today and how to avoid them, I want you to keep in mind that you need to do you, and whatever fits in your life, that's how you should proceed. But I'm gonna tell you like it is, as if you were my best friend standing next to me. You can ask her yourself. She would tell you that I would tell you if something wasn't right. So get ready to take some notes. I'm gonna share the biggest skincare mistakes that I see and how I hope that you can avoid them. Before we can get started, you know what time it is. I gotta give a little Twitter gratitude to somebody, and today I'm gonna shine a light on Crystal Arriaga. Thank you so much, Crystal, for watching this show. I'm pretty sure I said your name wrong. I bet it's Arriaga. Seriously, I acknowledge you for your time and attention of these videos. It really means a lot to me, and I greatly appreciate the extra step you took in retweeting my video. If you would potentially like to be featured here like Crystal, then all you have to do is follow me on Twitter and retweet my latest video when it comes out. I may randomly select you. We also need to give a big shout out to the sponsor of this episode of AmyTV, and that is Beauty by Design. You've heard me talk about BBD before. These guys are an incredible solution when it comes to finding a skincare regimen that is custom made for you. There are literally more than 64 skincare mistakes that you could be making, and I don't have time to talk about all of them today. Okay, Amy, we get it. Jeez, you're a busy girl. But you gotta make sure you cover your bases and get the right skincare regimen in your life. That may sound daunting, but what I like about Beauty by Design is that when I say you can find the regimen that's right for you, you actually can, and you can take the guesswork out of it, and that is what they do. Having a regimen with Beauty by Design is removing trial and error and moving straight on to the benefits of an intentional skincare system. You're gonna be working directly with your own esthetician to develop your perfect skinscription. You even get to text them for free, totally unlimited with your account, to get the guidance that you need. Your Beauty by Design esthetician will make sure you do not make any of those 64 plus skincare mistakes. If you're like me and you have insanely dry skin, it is very important to be consistent with a great skincare regimen. Drinking water is not enough. And that is why I like Beauty by Design. I also like them because you know how I am about time. I like to save time. And what they do is they give me time back by not making me guess what products are gonna be the best for my skin. The experts at Beauty by Design will give you your skinscription, and then you just decide which products you wanna buy based on that information, all based on what your issues are and the type of skin that you have. We're gonna talk about a lot of mistakes today and how you can avoid them, but you pretty much beat them all to the punch by getting your skinscription from Beauty by Design. And when you order the products that are right for you, you can get 20% off with my link on your first order. Check that out in the description below. All right, these are 10 skincare mistakes and how to avoid them. First, only wearing SPF when it's sunny out. If you've been my friend for longer than 5 minutes, you know that I know I've been telling you this. This is a huge mistake. There are light sources all over the place that are affecting us. It doesn't matter if it is hot outside. It doesn't matter if you went outside. In fact, over 85% of UV and environmental damage happens during casual activities, just you going about your day, like walking from your car to get into the grocery store. Yeah, do you ever think of that? You wearing sunscreen then? It's a quick walk, isn't it? How many times you do that walk? And even when it's cloudy or rainy outside, you do realize that there's still UV rays, right? They're just being covered up by a couple of things, but that doesn't stop them from breaking through to your skin. So here's how you avoid it. You wear sunscreen all the time, every day, especially, most importantly, on your face. You can never be too careful. The second biggest mistake that I see is relying on the SPF in your makeup. I see you. I knew what you were gonna say just now, and I'm stopping you short. It's really great that there is SPF in some makeup, but the point of makeup is to be a foundation, is to be the dominant thing on your face. So you can't really rely on that mixture of things to be able to cover both the bases of being a makeup foundation and also protecting your skin from the sun. You would need to put so much of your foundation on to accomplish what the SPF needs to do to cover your skin that you would look too cakey in your foundation for it to actually work effectively. So it's great to have it as a backup, but you should have a physical SPF underneath it. Bottom line, avoid relying on just your foundation SPF by always having your main SPF ready. It's a part of my skincare regimen. I don't skip it like I wouldn't skip moisturizer, even if I'm not putting on makeup for a while. Better yet, even if it's dark out. I love putting sunscreen on when it's dark out. It makes me feel like an overachiever. The third biggest mistake that I see is neglecting your neck and décolleté. That's this area here. This is seen quite often, no matter if you're a man or a lady, just as often as your face. Sometimes you wear a V-neck, sometimes you're wearing a shirt like this. Regardless, this area is very sensitive, just like your face. You know how you hear women talking about the status of their neck as they get older? That's because a lot of people forget to take care of it, and it ends up aging over time faster than their face, because if they at least took care of their face on the basic level, but they never really moisturized or did a neck cream or something like that, then this is indicating their true age. It hurts. It hurts. And again, SPF, okay? I literally have 2 sunscreens waiting on me every day. One goes here, one goes here, and the rest of my body is usually covered up anyway, so whatever. The number 4 biggest mistake I see is applying skincare in the wrong order. I've even heard some people advise that you take all your products and rub them together and just put them all over your face. That's a terrible idea. You're basically diluting some really pricey products that you're putting on your face, and that defeats the purpose of spending a little bit more on your skincare. Every step needs to be fully absorbed into your face, and some things are lighter than others. So you really need to think about what order makes the most sense so that they are the most effective. One tip that I have here is whenever I put my eye cream on, I will tap my eye cream very lightly with my ring fingers, and while that's setting, I will brush my teeth. And my toothbrush goes for about 2 minutes, so you've allowed at least 2 minutes for that eye cream to set, and then you can move on to your next moisturizers. That way, when you're putting other moisturizers on, the eye cream isn't just going to waste on the rest of your face. You're letting it sink in. That's just my order of events. You might want to check out what products you're using and what order they should go in based on what water base that they are. The 5th mistake I see often is not changing your pillowcase enough. I personally have a weekly routine. Every Sunday is laundry day, and if I get no other laundry done, which happens all the time, I always wash my sheets. In particular because I like to have fresh sheets going into a fresh week. That's just sort of a mindset thing. But anywhere you put your face a lot really needs to be cleansed frequently. So that pillowcase is one of the most important things that you wash. If you do it on a weekly basis, you're in pretty good shape. I mean, who has time to wash their sheets more than that? I mean, it's a little excessive if you do more than that. I think once a week is good. And another tip would be to switch to a silk pillowcase, because that's going to be better for your hair and your skin overall. Not a lot of stress, not a lot of sweating, which means there's not a lot of pulling on your skin. The 6th biggest mistake that I see is using ingredients that make you more vulnerable to dark spots. Nobody likes dark spots. I have dark spots. They are mostly from too much sun exposure from fake baking, which I talked about recently in a Things I Regret video. But a lot of times we just read labels and they say and promise a lot of things, but there are some products that are not best for dark spots and actually encourage that they come out even more. When you use things like acids or retinols, you're basically super exposing the skin and almost making it baby-like again. So if you go out without SPF on, you are making it susceptible to massively terrible sun damage. So just remember that skincare is super fun to try. There's lots of great options out there that can be helpful to you, but if you don't take the necessary steps before and after, you could actually be making your skin worse. Number 7, sleeping in your makeup. Don't do that. This is the single worst thing I think you could do. I mean, maybe like 3rd-degree burns with baby oil to your face could be worse. If you sleep in your makeup, you're basically saying, I enjoy dirt and crud and foreign oils and nastiness on my face for 24 hours straight. I mean, let's be real. You put your makeup on this morning before you went to work, right? And then you wore it all day. And then you didn't take it off. You're basically allowing this crap to sit on your face. Let me introduce you to a lady named Rachel Hollis. Girl, wash your face. I'm very passionate about this. A lot of people don't know that when you wear your makeup at night, it ages you faster. Literally. The data point I heard once, and I cannot verify, but I like to live by it, is that if you wear your makeup all night, every night you wear it, it ages you 7 days faster than you would have. 7 days. That's disgusting. This is probably the best habit I've ever kept in my life. I can't remember the last time I slept in my makeup. Not even eye makeup. Not even eye makeup. I take everything off. I've probably not slept in my makeup for 15 years. And that is why I look like I'm 12. You're welcome. I'm turning 34 for the record. Wash your face. That's how you avoid the effects of aging that happen from sleeping in your makeup. There is no excuse anymore. This goes in that box with smoking cigarettes for me. It is not good. The 8th biggest mistake I see is over-exfoliating with abrasive products. Please stop buying products from the grocery store that are exfoliating cleansers that have beads in them large enough to go on a necklace. That is not good. Your skin cannot handle that. It is so sensitive. Those big, beautiful colored beads should not be an indication of cleanliness to you. It should be like running over your face with a car, because that's basically what you're doing. That was aggressive, but that's how I feel about it. The 9th biggest mistake that I see, and this is one that I'm passionate about because I love a good spray tan. Definitely needed one today. Should have gotten it, didn't. This mistake is spray tanning your face. The beautiful thing about makeup is that it has color in it. If you get a spray tan, you do not need to spray tan your face. The chemicals in a spray tan are not 100% awesome for going into the pores of your face. You do not want to risk it. There's no point to it. You can get the rest of your body just like glistening brown, and I do, trust me. But you can use your makeup to match it, and it's actually gonna look a lot better. And you also don't want to see that patchiness and that separation that happens with a spray tan over time happening on your face. It's not cute. You do not need a fake tan mustache, okay? Nobody needs that. Here's how you avoid it. When I go to the spray tan booth, I take those hair nets that they give you and I put it on my face. So I will put it here, I'll wrap it around my ears, of course, after I step into the booth, or if you're having someone do it for you, I make sure I can see my way in there first. But I will put 1, maybe 2 nets on my face to give myself a lot of a block. So that will result in the jets kind of going down the rest of your body. It's still gonna hit the face, obviously, but it's hopefully hitting those nets and preventing it from saturating into the skin. I'll even go a step further and use a makeup wipe after I get out to make sure I get any excess stuff that got through the hairnet onto my face. And finally, the biggest mistake that I see is just guessing on your skincare. It's so easy to go into a store and look at all the pretty products, and anything orange is vitamin C, so it must all be good. Hold your horses. You really need to consult with what is right for you, and that's why I talked about Beauty by Design today in this video. I really think they're gonna be a great resource for this, but do your homework. Don't spend a lot of time on it. It's not enough to stress about, but you do want the products to be reputable. You want them to be with a brand that you trust, and you want it to go specifically to what matters to you and your skin, your needs, the issues you already have, and the results you want to see. I love talking about all my favorite things and favorite strategies and favorite little skin tips in the Shine Squad, so if you haven't already joined, check out the details for that below. The link is in the description. Let's share what we learned today in a tweetable. Facing it. Always facing it. That's the way to get through. Face it. Joseph Conrad. Now I want to hear from you. What is your biggest skin issue? Share that in the comments below. And another big shout out to Beauty by Design for sponsoring this episode of AmyTV. I appreciate you for solving these problems for women and men everywhere who want to have a fresh face forward. More details on how you can get 20% off with my link below in the description. That's all for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it as always. Make sure you subscribe for good vibes, kiss the ones you love, and go after the life you want. Cheers.